Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in. Today is August 25th, 2024, and I'm coming to you from the heart of Silicon Valley, just a few miles away from NVIDIA headquarters in Santa Clara, California. My location and today date is not the main focus here, and it's not important at all whatsoever. What really matters is what's coming up in 3 days. On August 28, 2024, which is just 3 days away after market close, NVIDIA is set to announce its latest earning report. As a powerhouse in the tech world, NVIDIA performance will impact all AI related stocks and the broader market. Now, if you really look at all those different websites, you will notice everywhere NVIDIA, NVIDIA, NVIDIA. Look at this is yahoo.com finance page. NVIDIA earning highlighted busy week. NVIDIA get ready to take over the stock market. So that will give you an idea that the impact it's going to have on the broader market. So in this video, I want to focus on NVIDIA upcoming earning announcement, which is coming in 3 days. I will be analyzing NVIDIA previous earning announcement to see how the stock has behaved, whether it went sideways, surge, or experienced some other movement, right? So this will really help us understand the swing and see how it's going to behave this time around. So if you are considering buying NVIDIA share or trading option, this video will certainly help you in making a decision. It's just one data point, but that will be really very, very helpful to you. Now, before I go into that, I just want to stress on one thing. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not going to tell you what to buy, what to sell, when to buy, when to sell. That's your decision. I'm going to provide you some data, some analysis, and you make your decision. I am an engineer and a mathematician by profession. And that is what you will see in this one, right? So we all know in our daily life, work life, we make decisions based on historical data and we predict the outcome based on what has happened before. Well, there's no guarantee that future performance will be same as it was before, but then our future decision is made on the past historical data, and that is exactly what I plan to do on this video. So if you're ready, let's get started. So let's go to the Yahoo Finance page. So here it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to over here NVDA, look at that over here. Here you go. So there is two things that I will be focusing in over here. Number one is the graph, right? So let's make this a big one. Let's expand it out. So this is okay, good, perfect. So this is the NVIDIA stock for the year, right? And then the other thing I'm going to be doing is if you go to the Yahoo Finance website, I have to open two windows. It's easy to demonstrate. Let's look at the other one. Now, if you look over here, another thing that you see is historical data. So this is the another thing that we will be looking at. Excuse me. So what this is actually the whole year of data, right? So every single day, what price it opened, what was the high of the day, what was the low of the day, and what price did it close, and what the volume is. So those of you who do not want to spend time going to the graph, looking at this, even though you can look over here, the price of any day, but this is a good one, right? So you can use either one of them. So let's take a look at this one, right? So you pick any day, you can see what the opening price is, what the high of the day was, what the low was, and what it closed. So here's what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the last 4 quarters of earning. Okay. So let's take it over here. So this is actually it's more than a year. So let's start from here. So okay. So excuse me. Let me expand the screen. So easy. Okay. So on August 23rd, 2023, Q3 earning was announced, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at it and see, okay, on August 23, when NVIDIA closed, what was the closing price? And on August 24th, when the market opened, how did the stock behave after the date of earning? And then again, I'm going to go to the another quarter. This another quarter. Okay, see, okay, on November, how did the stock behave just after the date of earning? We go to the third quarter and the fourth quarter. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to look at these 4 quarters, that last Q3 23, Q4 23, Q124, Q2 2024, and this one will be Q3 24, which will be August 28, 2024. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the closing price on the day earning was announced, and the following day, day after earning, which is August 24. I will take a look at it and see what the high of the day was, the low of the day was, and what price did it close. And from that, we will calculate, see how much it swing after earning. And how you're going to get this number is, as I showed you over here, right? You can go to Yahoo Finance, look at the historical data, and that particular day. So these are the four date I choose, right? August 23rd is the date earning was announced. August 4 was the first day it traded after earning. So I'm going to look at all the data. So let's take an example of August 23. So here is the August 23 one. So let's go all the way down here. Okay, here. So, well, August 23 is the day before that. So let's look at August 24. So this was the open. It opened at $50.22. The high of the day was 50.27. Actually, it opened at the high of the day. And then the low of the day was 47.16 and it closed at 47.16. And this was the volume. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write all this down over here. And let's look at this side. Okay. So I put down all these sides. So on 23rd, it closed at $47.12. And day after earning, when it opened it up, it opened at $50.27. And the low was 47.16. It closed at 47.16. It opened actually at the high of the day and closed at the low of the day. That's if you really look at it. So there was not much swing actually, right? From the previous day, it closed at 47.12 and then closed at 47. So there's not much movement at all whatsoever. So, but if you look from the maximum of the day to the low of the day, it was almost like 6% swing. So let's take a look at another one, right? Q4 23, next earning date was November 21, 2023. So I'm going to go to this historical data over here. Just for the ease, I already highlighted that. Okay, November 20. So November 21 is the date the earning was announced. So what did it close for? $49.94. So that is close that. I'm going to write it down over here. And then I'm going to take a look at it. Okay, the day after earning, November 22. What price did it open? What was the high of the day was? The low of the day and close, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all these over. Well, let's do this. Okay, here. All right. So on November 21, when the earning was announced after hours, it closed at 49.94. Next day when it opened at $50. Actually, it went at the high of 50.34. The low was 47.69 and it closed at $48.72. So actually it was negative. It lost like $1.22 with 2.45%. So also there was not much movement in there. So these two quarter was very quiet quarter from NVIDIA perspective. NVIDIA is such a powerhouse and it's such an explosive stock. But at that time, it wasn't that explosive, it seemed like. Now let's take a look at Q124, which was February 21, 2024. So I'm going to go to the historical data. February 21 is the date the earning was announced, and it closes at 67.46. And the next day when it opened, right, it opened at $75. High of the day was $78, and the low was 74, and it closed at 78.53. Now, yeah, one thing I forgot to mention is all these prices you seeing over here is adjusted for the splits. On the last quarter, it is split from 10 to 1, and there were a couple of dividends was paid, and it was split. So all these are adjusted for splits, right? It was divided by 10 to do that. So let's take a look at this one. So, all right, as you can see, all right. So on February 21, it closes at $67.46. And the next day, day after earning, it went as high as $78. The low was 74. Even the low was higher than the previous day closing price. Previous day closing price was 67.46, but the low of the day after earning was $74, and it closed at $78.54. So you can see that now from this point on onward, the NVIDIA stock has become a lover for AI related. It's a powerhouse for AI, and then you see a swing, a big swing. So if you look at that, there's $11.08 swing on that. The change for 16% from previous day. And but if you look at the maximum of the day, well, actually it closed pretty much at the high of the day. So it was like okay, $11.12, 60. So on Q124, the first quarter of this year, there was a 16% swing in the stock, and it appreciated 16% high. Now let's take a look at the other one, Q224, right? Which was the last quarter. Earning was announced on May 22, 2024. So let's go over here. May 22, 24. Okay. So May 22, 24, it closes at 94.94. No, a day after earning, which is May 23rd, 2024, the high of the day was 106. It opened at 102. High of the day was 106. The low was 101, and it closed at 103. So you notice that day before earning, it closed at 94, around $95. But on the following day, day after earning, it's always been over 100. Even the low of the day was over 100. So let's put this number into perspective over here. So I put all these over here. Now, you see that? So on May 22nd, when the earning was announced, the stock closed at $94.94. And then the following day, the day after earning, it went as high as $106. It closed at $103. So there was a swing of $8.86, which is almost like $9. And there was a change of over 9%. But if you look at from a swing from the maximum, which is 106.32, it went all the way up to that. There's like $11 swing, $12. So the last 2 quarters, the swing has been in double digits. Now, what does that really mean? I'm not projecting. I'm not making a prediction. I don't have a crystal ball, so I'm not going to tell you whether it's going to go up on 29th of August or go down. I have absolutely no idea. What I want to do is I want to take a look at it, and that is what I did over here, and say, okay, on the day after earning, how much the swing will be? What should I expect? So based on these two historical data, I expect that the swing in either direction, either up, if it go up or go down, it will be more than 9%. I just took an average of that. You'd say 27. Well, actually, it comes to $13, but it will be in double digits. So if you are planning to play options, this volatility, and if you understand what the swing was in the past, it will really help you to make a decision. So that was my analysis for the day. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So if you did, please share, subscribe, like, comment, and thank you so much for watching. See you soon with some other video. Till then, thank you so much.